Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686. Margaret Gray with us from Syndicated column, A Little Bird Told Me, is on the line with us from Santa Monica. What did I see in the news about Hickory Farms?
Yes, Phil. Hickory Farms has pulled out of the last 18 malls that they were in. And I read that news, and I looked at Frank, and he sort of looked at me, and we said, you know something? That's just one more little bit of history, I guess. You know something, Phil? I don't want to sound old or anything, but there are places that you remember. And especially with Valentine's Day coming up, there are places that you just remember. And Hickory Farms is one of them. They were always there. You could always stop in for a quick Valentine's gift of something that you could get at the last minute. And it is so sad for me to see them go.
Now, Hickory Farms sold the sausages. Excuse me. Still getting over my cold.
Did you take the cayenne pepper?
I'm taking the cayenne capsules. Yeah, I'm taking the cayenne capsules. Hickory Farms sold what?
Yes, Hickory Farms sold all of the sausages, all of the cheese logs, wonderful meats, smoked bratwursts and smoked sausages. And, you know, it was just a good place to go, and it reminded me so much of Valentine's Day and the wonderful weekends that Frank and I would have. So, yeah, we're sorry to see them go. I don't know, Phil. I guess I'm getting old. I'm sorry to see these places.
Well, Frank would go there and get what?
Well, it was a good place to stop off for Valentine's gifts, for Easter gifts, for things like that.
So Hickory Farms, they're out of, I don't know what it is. They were in some 118 malls. Let me get the story here. 18 malls. Hickory Farms is pulling out of the last 18 malls that housed their stores. They're having more success through catalogs and on the internet.
Yeah, and you know, it's just not the same thing. If you wanted to do some last-minute Valentine's Day shopping, and you wanted to get her something for the kitchen, something that's a little bit different from the perfume, and a little bit different from the flowers and candy and dinner, you could run into Hickory Farms, get her a cheese basket, get her the smoked sausage basket, and run right out again. It was just very, very easy, and they're not there anymore.
I know, a lot of these things. I remember when they shut down Vandy camps, and I don't know. I guess we do sound a little bit old, Margaret, but that's what happens. Although I got to tell you, I was not in the habit of going to Hickory Farms and getting last-minute Valentine's Day gifts.
Well, Phil, no, it was good because Valentine's Day, and you said it very well, it's about women. And Valentine's Day is about two aspects to women, about women caring for themselves, women taking time for themselves, and women taking time for their significant other, for their husband, for their boyfriends. And
what about the girlfriends?
What about, lesbians? Well...
No, I mean, but seriously, what about their girlfriends? What about, there are many committed lesbian and gay relationships.
Right. Whatever. I don't know. I'm talking about husbands. I'm talking about boyfriends. I'm talking about traditional Valentine's Day. There are two aspects.
Okay, there's two aspects to every woman: taking care of herself and taking care of
him, us. So when I see my life alone, and I see my life with Frank. And if you're going to buy Valentine's Day gifts, you have to think of those two aspects.
All right, Margaret Gray on the line with us here from Santa Monica. She's the author of the Syndicated column, A Little Bird Told Me. We are going to talk about Valentine's Day gift giving and gift buying. Our number is 1-800-449-8686. Those cough drops I took are like turning my stomach into a battlefield. It's either the cough drops or it was the lousy roofing tar coffee. It's one of those two things. I'm getting over that cold, Margaret.
The cayenne pepper is the best, and the echinacea.
Right. All right. So gift giving for Valentine's Day. This is Wednesday. The guy's got a few days left. What do they do?
Well, again, Phil, you get her things for herself. There's two areas: gifts for her, gifts for us. And as a writer and as a woman And as a mother, I am intimately familiar with the things that women really, really want. It can be something as simple as a friend of mine's husband last year gave her a beautiful gift certificate to an electrolysis center, and it was one of those thoughtful moments, a thoughtful gift for her. Okay?
All right, so you're talking about her taking care of her. I was talking about the Avita Spa just a few minutes ago.
Yes, spas, things like that. A beautiful gift certificate to a electrolysis, teeth whitening. Bright Smile is another one of these. For instance, Bright Smile does a teeth bleaching or teeth whitening process. Women absolutely love this. Also, Phil, I think something that is good are sweatpants. Sweatpants, workout pants, anything having to do with working out. Women absolutely go crazy for that. A good, sturdy chenille robe. Good, sturdy chenille. A wonderful thing for a woman to wear on Valentine's Day. And
Now, what about, is this lingerie?
no, this is not lingerie. You know something? Lingerie is overrated. It's not really about lingerie. It's about something that's functional, something that is sturdy, something that is going to last. So a good, sturdy stock pot. Pick and Save has 2 packs of 2,000 flushes. So those kinds of things.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Margaret Gray on the line with us. What you can get your wife or your girlfriend for Valentine's Day. Thousand Oaks, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Yes, hi, Phil. I just wanted to say that, I would be so furious at my husband if he came home with smoked sausages or cheeses. I don't know where this woman is coming from, but
Well,
that's
what's wrong with
ridiculous.
it? You know what Hickory Farms is.
Yes, I know what Hickory Farms is, but people don't buy Valentine's Day presents.
Hickory Farms is a gift. They have gift packs. They obviously send gift packs. They obviously gift wrap. So
Not for Valentine's Day.
Well, what
That's
day?
ridiculous.
Well,
What
I don't
woman-
know. Why do you suppose Hickory Farms gift wraps?
They give, yes, they do give presents, but not for Valentine's Day. I mean,
Well,
what
why
woman
is it? I don't understand. What day is it appropriate for then?
Well, and maybe like for a Christmas present or something like that.
So, in other words, you would accept a gift on Christmas from your husband of cheeses or meats, but not Valentine's. I don't understand
I would be furious if my husband gave me cheeses or meats for Valentine's Day.
Why is it acceptable on Christmas Day? I don't understand.
Well, Valentine's Day is you're supposed to get flowers or perfume or candy, something romantic. What's romantic about smoked cheese?
Well, why would you accept it on Christmas?
Because Christmas is more what? Christmas is more about...
and there's groups of people around. Valentine's is about having a romantic evening at home with your husband, having some champagne. It's not getting smoked sausages and cheese. That's ridiculous.
No, I don't think so, because I'll tell you why. Trader Joe's is one of the busiest stores in Southern California on Valentine's weekend. The meats and cheeses, the assortment of they have different smoked meats, they gift wrap. Why are they busy on Valentine's? Why is Bristol Farms
busy? Because they sell wine or champagne
Yeah,
or chocolate.
Yeah, Trader Joe's sells, a lot of wine.
Yes, a lot of wine, a lot of meats, a lot of cheeses. Hello.
Yes, meats and cheese. There you go with the meats and cheeses again.
Well,
I
what
have
do you
never
find?
heard of anybody getting meats and cheeses for Valentine's Day. That's ludicrous.
I simply don't know what you find offensive about it. I think it's creative, and I think it says I care. I think it says I care.
If he gave her a smoked sausage.
Well, Phil, keep your mind out of the gutter.
I'm not saying anything. I'm simply saying, if the woman's husband gave her a cheese log for Valentine's Day.
Very thoughtful. Very thoughtful.
Not thoughtful. Not
very thoughtful. Is Jennifer Keller there?
Jennifer's right here. Hi, Jennifer.
Darling, if you got a nice, big, smoked meat on Valentine's Day, or a cheese log.
She's nodding her head as if you're out of your mind. All right, ma'am, thank you very much for your call.
You're welcome.
Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-8686. Margaret Gray with us, author of the column A Little Bird Told Me, the best gifts to give her on Valentine's Day. Phil Hendrie. This is the Phil Hendrie Show at 1-800-449-8686. Valentine's Day coming up on, when is Valentine's Day? It's Monday, isn't it? But a lot of people are going to be celebrating it for the weekend, whether you're going out of town, whether you're just staying at home. The author of the syndicated column, A Little Bird Told Me, Margaret Gray, is with us on the line from Santa Monica tonight, talking about the best gifts for guys to give women. So it's something for the guys to, have we got her on the line there? To listen up to, Margaret, right?
Yes, Phil, absolutely. I think any man who is interested in making a woman happy this weekend, this Valentine's weekend, will take some of these tips and will use them so that you can do something different, something unpredictable, something that she's going to remember you by.
1-800-449-8686. Now, you mentioned that Hickory Farm was a great place for Valentine's gifts. They're out of business, though. You also mentioned gift certificates for different self-improvement, right?
Yes, a girlfriend of mine got some electrolysis done, gift certificate for that, some teeth whitening. I mentioned the sweatpants, different things, unusual things for self-improvement. And then there are the gifts for you and she together.
Okay, here is Fullerton on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
I think that's so cheesy that you want to give her things that just say, like, you need to be better, you need to be more beautiful, you need to concentrate on the person inside.
No,
and
that's
love her
self-improvement, though, for her.
Yeah, but you don't give her that for Valentine's Day. It's for spending time with someone you love and showing them that you love them.
Well, which present are you finding fault with?
I find fault with the guy who gives away sweatpants. I mean, that's saying that you think she's fat and she needs to run.
I don't think that's the way to look at it.
Then how do you look at it?
The way you look at it is, I love you. This is for you to get the most out of you. This is something for you to begin. It's the next step on the journey. Sweatpants, good sturdy shoes to go power walking in.
Well, how is that related to Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is about
love. It's a gift for her, yes.
And you love the person, not their body.
Well, if you love her, the last thing you want to see her do is have a heart attack.
That's
or
right.
have diabetes.
So you give it to him at a different time. You don't give it to her for Valentine's Day.
In other words, I think what this guy is saying, and I would kind of agree with him, traditionally on Valentine's Day, flowers and chocolates.
Oh, God, that is so predictable. Flowers and chocolates.
But it says you love her.
This girlfriend of mine got a gift certificate for electrolysis. Do you know what that is?
No.
That removes lip hair and hair from your back.
That's great. How does that help her as a person?
It helps improve her self-image and beauty. And
this guy gave his wife a gift certificate for electrolysis.
No, it was his fiancée. And basically he was saying to her, we're going to be married in a year, and there's some things that you need to do.
So basically he's saying to you, I love you, but you know what? Before I'm going to accept you, you need to be more beautiful.
Right. Before I'm going to marry you, get some of that lip hair removed. You
know something, Phil? I think it's very, very cynical of you and this young man to look at it that way. It's about helping her improve herself.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if I give a woman a gift certificate, if I gave my wife a gift certificate for electrolysis on Valentine's Day, I'd get a salad fork right through my thorax. She'd impale me. Thank you, sir, for your call. I mean, that's just my instinct. 1-800-449-8686. Hammett on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello?
Hi.
Yes, hi.
Hey, you know what? I listen to your show every night going home from work, and I don't know how many times this lady's opinion is so off.
Well, you know something...
Wait a minute, okay? I have to agree with her on one thing, okay? I work in a delicatessen. Yes, we do sell a lot of meat and cheese, wine. It's more for, like, a romantic evening, like a man makes a tray of meat, cheese, and wine for, like, a romantic indoor picnic or something.
Again, I have to ask the
question.
Why do you gift wrap sausages? Why do you gift wrap salamis?
That's, to me, I don't even think a husband gives that on Christmas. That's like you give it to your family, you take over as kind of like a hostess gift or something. I wouldn't even give that to my husband, or my husband probably would not give it to me. I don't think he would, because If you were saying you don't want him to have a heart attack, well, let's give him some meat and cheese. That's a good way to give him a heart attack.
No, obviously it depends on the person. But if you unwrapped a beautifully gift-wrapped salami on Valentine's Day, what do? You get angry at him?
No, I would probably laugh and think it probably has some underlying meaning to it.
Yeah, the filthy mind, right. But
well, come on, Margaret. You're leading us down that road. I mean, a guy gift wraps a salami for his wife on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
No, Phil, my mind doesn't work that way. The way my mind works is love and family and commitment and the joy of relationship.
Wait a minute. Your mind doesn't work this way. I remember listening to you. I believe you're the same lady that has sex in your bed with your son. I remember that
Excuse
show.
me, but that was for a boy who was traumatized.
Well, I'm just saying, you have the dirty mind, too.
I do not have a dirty mind.
Unfortunately,
What I have is love and appreciation for relationship. And
all right, I just want to get this straight. Frank comes home on Valentine's Day, okay?
Yes.
And you unwrap, beautifully gift wrapped, though it may be, a salami. A large salami.
And he's happy.
You know something? I really feel sorry for both of you.
I feel sorry for you.
You unwrap a gift wrapped salami.
I really feel sorry for both of you because your minds are in the gutter.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are in the gutter, and I'm trying to talk about love and relationship.
Love and relationship.
All right.
There's more than just chocolate and
But you work in a
roses.
deli. You work in a delicatessen, right, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
So on Valentine's Day, most of the meat purchasing is being done by people going to make a nice dinner or a picnic. Is that it?
Like an outdoor picnic, or if they live in a nice area, or go down the beach and have a nice little tray.
You know something? We're not saying anything different. You and I agree with each other, and you just want to think you disagree.
Except for I don't believe in wrapping it.
Wrapping what? The salami?
It, giving it as a gift. It's something you share together as like a romantic outing.
You're not going to drop it in her lap. You have to gift wrap it. You don't just walk in waving it.
All right, ma'am. Thanks for your call. 1-800.
You don't walk through the door waving.
Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686. What to give her for Valentine's Day? We're talking about that with Margaret Gray, who writes the syndicated column Little Bird Told Me. And she's got gift-giving ideas for you on this Valentine's weekend coming up. Gifts for not only her, but gifts for the two of you. You mentioned, Margaret, getting, smoked meats from Hickory Farms is a good Valentine's Day gift. Trader Joe's also has them. Bristol Farms also has them. Gift certificate for electrolysis or tooth whitening sweatpants. You mentioned a sturdy chenille robe.
Yes, Phil. A good sturdy chenille robe it's functional, it's sturdy. It just says everything I think about home and about family. And I think that it's a good thing to give. Let me tell you something, Phil, about negligees and lingerie. Let me tell you what the lamest gift is, edible panties. They are over. They are so over.
All right, what is over about edible panties?
Edible panties, I don't know how to put this. They're just really lame. They're really, really lame. Now, I'll tell you something. In World War II, a lot of our sailors were saved. They had their lives saved by being able to see Japanese torpedoes cutting through the surf on their way to the American ships.
Right.
Well, the same thing can be said for glow-in-the-dark condoms that you can get for your husband. You can see that thing coming at you. And let me tell you something, Phil, that is fun. And at night, if I can see Frank's torpedo ready to hit me broadside, or should I say backside, it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun.
All right. Margaret Gray with us here, 1-800-449-8686. Holton on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. You're on the air.
Hi. I really feel sorry for this woman's husband. And I got to tell
30
you,
years,
I really
30 years,
consider,
we're very happy. 30 years.
I really consider a woman like you a real factor in why women in America are failing as women. About 20 years ago, my husband gave me
so dramatic.
a plastic a plastic bow for Valentine's Day.
A what?
I've never let him live that down. He's still hearing about that to this day.
What was it, ma'am? A plastic what?
You know, the Meal-Mac. Remember the old plastic type, hard plastic dinnerware that used to be popular back in the 70s?
That's very thoughtful. What was wrong with that?
Get a grip. That is not thoughtful at all. Valentine's is about love. Love for each other.
Do you love your home? You love your home, don't you? And your home represents your family.
I love my home, but on Valentine's Day, I'm not really acceptive of electrolysis or any of this other junk you're talking about. What would be great with me is just to walk up and say, I love you, and give me a kiss, but don't give me the other junk you're talking about.
That's nice. But we're talking about creative gifts, and, you know, a lot of guys want to buy gifts. You mentioned electrolysis. It's one of those toss-ups. But I think it's very thoughtful, a gift certificate to an electrolysis center.
You think that's thoughtful? I think that's a man saying, geez, you're ugly, which if you love someone, you're not going to do that. So,
what about a chenille robe? What about the chenille robe?
The chenille robe is even worse. What if I'm 50 years old? I'd die if I got a chenille robe for Valentine's Day.
What? I don't understand.
What is a chenille robe? Could somebody please...
It's a big old thick grandmother robe.
Oh, it is a tasteful, lovely, warm robe.
A thick grandma robe.
Yes.
I mean, that's her viewpoint. You know, I've got to say this. I've never heard this woman before.
No.
I've heard about who she is, but I've never really heard her until tonight.
I am trying to say...
Now I know why you have the reputation that you do.
Well, ma'am, you know something? I'll tell you this. I love my husband. We've been married 30 years, and we have kept it hot for 30 years, too. And you know what I'm talking about. Okay?
I know what you're talking about,
all right.
But if your husband and you exchange gifts the way you're talking, I can't imagine you even being lukewarm.
My husband and I share a great many...
All right, Margaret, I got to ask you something. If your husband gave you... you mentioned a 2-pack of 2,000 flushes.
Yes. What is wrong with that?
I would kill him. I mean, I literally would flush him down him.
You know something? I don't know what kind of marriage you've got, but it must be on real shaky ground.
Well,
for you to be that judgmental, your husband, through the warmth of his love for you, gave you plastic dinnerware.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the guy's heart was in the right place, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. He only did it out of guilt because all the other guys were buying something for their wives. But I might add, they were buying watches and rings and bottles of champagne, etc.
All right. All right.
I can identify with what you said your wife would do, Phil.
Margaret,
that's probably what I would do too.
What my wife would do? Well, if I gave my wife if I gave my wife electrolysis gift certificates, yeah, she'd shank me. She would put it right through me. Thank you for calling. 1-800-449-8686. You mentioned gifts for the two of you.
Yes, gifts for the two of you. There is us and there is me. And for us, we live in California. For those of you out there who are not here in California, these are a lot of gifts that would be good things to do together. Tickets for a romantic afternoon whale watching. You could go out on the whaleboat and watch whales. You can take her to a romantic night out at a musical, Stomp. I'll never forget, Frank took me on a Valentine's weekend. We went and saw Hal Holbrook as Mark Twain. It was just wonderful. It was one of those, just a beautiful, beautiful night.
The two of you went to see Hal Holbrook and Mark Twain.
Yes. Oh, I guess that isn't good enough either, is it?
No, I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm trying to keep it into perspective here. Santa Rosa on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Hi.
Gentlemen, if you take this woman's advice, you will live in the doghouse the rest of your life.
You know something? I've been a writer my whole life. I know how people think. I know how men think.
Well, yeah, you do. That's the point. That the gifts that you're selecting are things that a guy might get another guy. But the important thing on a romantic holiday, gentlemen, is to make sure you listen to your significant other and find out what's romantic to her. If it's cheese and sausages, great. But if it's not, it's the thought that counts. It truly does. And it's thinking about her and taking time to think about her and getting something special. That's the point.
All right, what about this, a romantic night out to see Hal Holbrook as Mark Twain?
Well, I think that if that's what, your girl is into, then that's fine. I don't particularly think that that's romantic. I would suggest...
Phantom of the Opera or something,
Well, a bottle of chocolate body paint and a couple of soft sable dresses
is that
go
lame?
a long way.
That is so over. That is so over.
But
chocolate body paint, give me a break.
It's interesting. Not that many people have heard about it. I mean, you obviously...
Darling, that is 70s, I'll tell you something.
But, not everybody's lived through the 70s. There's a lot of young folks out there.
Glow-in-the-dark condoms.
Pardon me?
Glow-in-the-dark condoms.
That might be fun.
It's a lot of fun because, again...
If that's what your significant other is
so whatever she likes, do it.
Tastes like... You know what that body paint, it tastes like crap. It literally...
Actually, the Gourmet Food Catalog sells some real interesting things for Valentine's Day. So,
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like that. I thought it tasted like gum.
There's some that are icky, but there are some that are good.
Great. Thanks for calling. Sarasota on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Wait, Sarasota, go ahead.
Valentine's is about romance. It's not about family and home. Get away from the family, get away from home, and have some fun with your loved one, your spouse, your significant other.
Oh, boy, I lost Margaret. Go ahead, ma'am.
Oh, darn.
We'll get her We'll get her back. Go ahead. You were saying that Valentine's Day is about...
It's about romance. It's not about family and home. It's about being away from family and home. Let's get back to the romance of your relationship.
Yeah. Well, okay, so romance means, Margaret just said, have we got her back? Margaret, what happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden, the line went dead.
All right, this lady is on the line saying that, Valentine's Day is about romance. It's not about family. It's not about...
Oh, God. Romance is part of family. Your love deepens. I've been married 30 years. How long have you been married?
10, and I love a time with my husband alone, away from home and family.
Frank and I do things together. I guess you and Mr. Hendrie will laugh at this one, but I'm very proud of this. And it gives Frank and I a closeness. He hand washes my underwear. Now, what do you think of that?
Well,
is that what
think that...
you call that romantic?
Yes, very romantic.
Well, if that's what he likes, that's wonderful.
He loves it.
Well, good for him and good for you.
What about your husband?
Allowing him what he likes. But
Have you tried it? Have you tried it?
What do you mean when he hand washes your underwear?
Are you in them?
No, darling, I'm not. But he loves to pull them off of me and take them to the sink and start scrubbing the stains out of them.
And you do that with your family home?
Oh, God.
No. That is a little sexy. That's something we do together.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Family and home, Chanel robes, that's all fine and dandy at Christmas time, but it's not Valentine's Day.
I will tell you this. If you can't be comfortable with your husband or boyfriend hand scrubbing your underwear, you're aberrant. There's something wrong with you.
I didn't say I couldn't be. I just am saying that...
Is this what keeps your relationship red hot?
Yes. Absolutely. Last Valentine's Day, I'll tell you what he got me. He got me gardening clogs and 40 foot of garden hose. And I was wet for 3...
Okay, can we please clean this up just a little tiny bit, all right? Are you still there, ma'am?
I'm still here. But anyway, yes, I imagine she just really got off on 40 foot of garden hose. But besides that, Valentine's Day is a time for couples to be away from their family and just get back to the romance. And
so you don't think
doesn't do it for me?
You don't think it has any hand scrubbing your underwear has any place there?
Oh, sure.
All right.
As long as you're away from your family and.
Can you watch your language, please, Margaret?
I'm sorry. I'm just telling her, don't knock it till you tried it.
All right. Thank you for your call. 1-800-449-8686. He gave me 40 foot of garden hose and gardening clogs. It's the Phil Hendrie Show here. 1-800-449-8686. Best gift-giving ideas for Valentine's Day. All right, Margaret, we've got you giving out, the husbands are giving out electrolysis certificates. They're giving away teeth whitening certificates. They're giving their wives sweatpants. They're giving their wives chenille robes. They're taking them for romantic getaways, whale watching. They're taking them to see Hal Holbrook and Mark Twain. What is the upshot of all of this? You say that this has helped your relationship?
Phil, I really believe that if a woman is so divorced from her feelings, of family and love, and so divorced from her feelings of herself as well as her and her man together, then there's something wrong with her. I mentioned the fact that...
Well, let's get to one of these things. You said that Frank gets off on cleaning your underwear. Is that what happens at your house on Valentine's Day?
That is something that we do to keep the spark alive, yes. And that is something that we do in the privacy of our home. Frank enjoys it. It keeps things hot. When I get home from work or I'm home from a long day, he enjoys going to the sink, removing my panties, yes, and going to the sink.
And scrubbing them out.
Yes. And I think any woman that finds that strange is herself aberrant.
All right, so the upshot being this keeps interest alive in a relationship.
This keeps the love and sex alive in a relationship, yes.
1-800-449-8686. But you also mentioned like the guy giving a 2-pack of 2,000 flushes.
Well, you know something, that lady who said she didn't like her husband giving her plastic dinnerware. What is wrong with a man loving his woman and his home? What is wrong with that?
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Marietta on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Phil. I think Margaret needs to really get a life.
That it?
Well, I think that if the things that work for her and Frank are fine, but I don't think that works for most American women.
And what qualifies you to speak for most American women?
Well, I did,
See what I'm saying? In other words, I have my
Margaret,
experience.
What qualifies you to speak for
Well,
most
I'll
American
tell you what,
women?
30 years of writing a newspaper column, being in touch with women all over America and all over the world, I've talked to many, many women. I've looked at many, many relationships.
Well,
all right, so take it from me before you start just dismissing things.
Well, it's not that
without having enough information.
No, I said that if that works for you, that's fine. But I don't think you have enough information, and I think that's
well,
evident.
I certainly don't think that you speak for most American women. I don't think you speak for most American women. Yeah, they're talk show callers, but I don't think that you speak for most American women.
And I don't think that you speak for most American women.
Why
and the
not?
other thing is, I think a lot
how
of
many
the
women
things
have you
that you're
talked
saying
to?
Is simply for the shock
value.
How
many women have you talked to?
Listen, I have a lot of friends, and
you have a lot of friends at the bowling alley. You have a lot of friends.
I haven't taken a poll tonight, but I would like for Phil to take a poll, and I think that.
Well, you can't take a poll from phone calls. Don't represent anything. But what you're challenging, Margaret, is this woman's expertise.
Absolutely. She says I don't know what I'm talking about, but I don't exactly see a doctorate of sociology hanging around her neck, so I don't know what she's saying.
Excuse me, but I happen to be a psychologist, and I do talk to a lot of people. I didn't want to divulge that, but since you forced the issue,
you're a psychologist.
Yes, I will.
You're
I'm a PhD.
You're a PhD.
Yes, but I think that.
Are you buying that, Phil?
Margaret, I think it's.
Where did you go to school? Where did you go to school?
I just don't.
Are you a Jungian? Are you a Freudian?
Well, we're having a hard time believing you're a psychologist, ma'am. Anyway, 1-800-449-8...
I'm having a hard time believing she is one.
I didn't say I was a psychologist. I said I'm a writer.
I thought you just said that you were a psychologist.
Anyway, Wampum on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hi, Margaret.
Yes, hi.
I have one question I'd really like to have answered. What world are you from?
Okay, is that it, ma'am? We're getting pretty thin. We should have killed this bit 10 minutes ago.
I totally disagree with what she
said. Let me give everybody a talk show tip on the Phil Hendrie Show. It works on other people's shows, but when you come off with the one-liner at the beginning of your call, like we're all going to be drop dead by your sense of humor, you just get to your point, okay? And that way we can move the phone call along.
Okay,
well, I come from Earth to answer your question.
I totally disagree with what she's saying. If my husband would walk in with some of the ideas she's saying, I would be totally upset. I've been married for 33 years. We're happily married. And if he would do some of those things, it would upset me. And I just like to know where she actually gets these ideas from.
Well, if you're upset, then you're upset. I don't know what to say about you. These are good ideas, tried and true. If you live in a little shell, if you're not in touch with your feelings, if you're not used to taking a chance, if you're not used to walking on the other side, I don't know what to tell you. You stay in the comfort of you and your little circle of friends and what you think is right, and do whatever you think you need to do.
Well,
if your husband did this, or if your husband did that, I'm sure you'd be just shocked if your husband changed the color of socks in the morning. We try things different in our house. What can I tell you?
Apparently, we don't live in our little shell. We've only knew each other for 4 months the day we got married. We've been married for 33 years, so apparently we're doing something right.
Well, why don't you try letting him wash your underwear?
Excuse me? I wouldn't even think of that. He bought me a washing machine so I can wash them myself.
I'm talking about the sexual kick.
No, I'm sorry. We don't get kicks like that. We have
what do you
other
mean
ways.
we? What is this
My
we?
husband and
what
I
about
have
him?
other ways of showing our feelings. We don't have to do those kinky things.
What about him? I'm not talking about we now. I'm talking about what gets him off.
We discuss everything like that. We don't get personal on the radio about stuff like that.
No, I'm saying he might like it. You might think it's weird.
And so does he.
Have you let him try it?
If he really wanted to try it, I'm quite sure he would have offered.
To scrub your underwear?
Oh, definitely, ma'am.
No, you need to, when you get home, all sweaty, let him wash them, and let him put his nose into it, and let him...
Okay, that's
nasty.
Quite
that's
enough.
Nasty.
Thank you, yeah. Thanks for your call. I'm getting a little short of patience with not only Margaret, but some of the callers. We have a kind of a rule on our show. Unlike, well, whatever, you're going to do what you're going to do, but you know what? Get to the point. That's all we ask. Let him get his nose into it. Okay, so there you go. Valentine's Day, a great idea. Bring your husband your underwear and a bottle of Woolite, and let the fun begin, man. As he fills the sink up with lukewarm water and goes to town. It's Phil Hendrie Show here, 1-800-449-8686. Don't forget to visit the Phil Hendrie Show website, philhendrieshow.com. You can pick up a copy of our CD, the Best of the Phil Hendrie Show CD. And that is for $23.50, $3.50 shipping and handling. And $20 goes to my friend's place, a resource center for homeless and runaway kids in Hollywood. That's the Phil Hendrie Show, Best of the Phil Hendrie Show 1999 CD, available now, right now at philhendrieshow.com. All the proceeds go to my friend's place. We made $85,000 so far this year.